Have you ever wondered why making money online seems so difficult for beginners? It's a question that's crossed many minds, and it's not without reason. The digital sphere is vast and can often feel like a labyrinth, especially when you're just starting out. But don't fret, we're here to guide you through it. You see, the challenges often boil down to three main hurdles. First, there's the daunting lack of knowledge. The digital landscape is ever evolving, and keeping up with it can be a task. Next, there's the fear of scams. With cybercrime on the rise, it's only natural to be wary. Lastly, we have unrealistic expectations. Many individuals dive into the digital world expecting instant success, not realizing the time and effort it truly requires. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of these obstacles and how to overcome them. So let's embark on this journey together, shall we? Firstly, one of the biggest obstacles beginners face is a lack of knowledge. This is a common hurdle, and it's not surprising. The online world is vast and varied, filled with a multitude of platforms, strategies, and skills that one needs to navigate effectively. It's like stepping into a forest without a map. It's easy to get lost. Think about it. You're trying to understand different online platforms, and each one has its own set of rules and algorithms. Then there's the challenge of mastering marketing strategies. Whether it's search engine optimization or social media marketing, these are complex areas that require a deep understanding. And let's not forget about the technical skills. Knowing how to create a website, handle data, or even just understanding the basics of how the internet works can be daunting for beginners. It's like trying to learn a new language without a dictionary. But here's the good news. This lack of knowledge is not a permanent obstacle. It's a challenge that can be overcome, and the solution lies in education. There are countless resources available that can help you gain the knowledge you need. Consider online courses, for instance. There are platforms that offer courses on everything from web development to digital marketing. These courses are often designed for beginners, breaking down complex concepts into easy-to-understand lessons. Blogs and podcasts are other fantastic resources. There's a wealth of information out there, written or spoken by experts in the field. They share their knowledge, their experiences, their tips and tricks. All you have to do is seek them out and soak up their wisdom. Remember, nobody starts out as an expert. Every successful person you see making money online started out as a beginner. They faced the same lack of knowledge that you're facing now, but they didn't let that stop them. They sought out the knowledge they needed and kept learning, growing, and improving. Knowledge is power, and gaining the right knowledge is your first step towards making money online. The second obstacle is the fear of scams. Picture this: you're eager to carve out your slice of the digital marketplace, but then you stumble upon a horror story of someone duped by an online scam. It's enough to make anyone hesitant. Yes, the internet is teeming with scams that can deter beginners, but don't let this fear hold you back. Let's shed some light on how to identify these scams. One common red flag is the promise of quick, effortless riches. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Another sign is a lack of transparency about the business model or how the money is made. When in doubt, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. But how can we safeguard ourselves from these digital pitfalls? The answer is simple: thorough research. Before jumping into any online venture, spend time researching the company or individual involved. Look for reviews, testimonials, or any information that can validate their credibility. Remember, the internet is a double-edged sword. While it can be a breeding ground for scams, it's also an invaluable tool for research. Use it to your advantage. Equally important is the platform you choose to make your online money. Stick to trusted platforms. There are many established platforms out there that have built a reputation for being safe and reliable. These platforms have strict rules and regulations to protect their users from scams. But beware, even trusted platforms can have scammers lurking in the shadows. So, always keep your guard up. Be cautious and do your due diligence. The fear of scams can be intimidating, but don't let it deter you from the vast opportunities the online world offers. With careful research and caution, you can navigate the online world safely and profitably. Remember, every successful online entrepreneur has faced and overcome these obstacles. They didn't let the fear of scams stop them, and neither should you. With careful research and caution, you can navigate the online world safely and profitably. Lastly, beginners often have unrealistic expectations. It's quite easy to fall into the trap of expecting quick, effortless money when you're starting an online venture. After all, the internet is rife with stories of instant millionaires and overnight successes, painting an alluring picture of easy wealth. But let's take a moment to dissect this illusion. First off, success stories are often the exception, not the rule. They represent a tiny fraction of the people who are trying to make money online. For every overnight success, there are countless others who have put in months, if not years, of consistent effort with little to show for it initially. This brings us to the second point: effort. Making money online is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires time, effort, and a lot of trial and error. It's about building something of value, something that people are willing to pay for. And that takes time. Thirdly, setting realistic goals is crucial. If your first goal is to make $1 million in your first month, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Start small. Maybe your first goal is to make your first $100, then your first $1,000. As you gain experience and learn more about your chosen field, you can set bigger and more ambitious goals. So how do we navigate these unrealistic expectations? By understanding that success is a journey that involves a lot of patience and consistency. It's about showing up every day, even when things are tough, and giving it your all. It's about learning from your failures and using them as stepping stones to success. It's about setting realistic goals and celebrating the small victories along the way. Remember, every journey starts with a single step. Don't expect to reach the finish line in one giant leap. Instead, focus on taking consistent steps towards your goals, no matter how small they might seem. Patience and consistency are key. Making money online is a marathon, not a sprint. So lace up your running shoes and get ready to embark on this exciting journey. Just remember to pace yourself and enjoy the ride. So we've discussed the main obstacles beginners face when trying to make money online and how to overcome them. Let's take a moment to recap. First, we talked about the importance of gaining knowledge. As with any endeavor, understanding the basics is key. We also discussed how to augment this with continuous learning and staying updated on trends and strategies. Next, we delved into the fear of scams, a valid concern for anyone venturing into the online money-making world. We highlighted the need for due diligence and shared tips on how to spot potential frauds. Lastly, we emphasized the need for setting realistic expectations. Remember, overnight success is rare. It's a gradual process that requires persistence and patience. Remember, the journey to making money online is not easy, but with the right knowledge, caution, and patience, you'll find your way. Good luck on your journey.